Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time it's Maltesers Teasers bar. Basically, Maltesers are sort of little spheres of a sort of, what would you say? It's like a malt flavoured biscuit on the inside or something like that. And this is essentially more of a chocolate bar version of that, really. So you see, it's you can see there. Essentially, it's chocolate covered pieces of sort of that malty biscuit. Basically, it's an aerated biscuit or something like that. It might tell us better on here. So as I say, crunchy little Maltesers pieces floated in creamy milk chocolate. Floating in creamy milk chocolate. So yeah, see there's 60p. I'm sure when I was younger this would have cost about 20p, but so it goes, Brexit and all that. But yeah, so there we are. Yeah, so there we go. So yes, yeah, basically it looks quite nice. You can see Maltesers essentially have this kind of font and this colour, so it's all, you know, the same, follows the same standards basically. It looks okay. You can get these kind of affairs in what they call the Celebrations selection box as well, so you get the sort of mini versions of these really. Not really mini versions of Maltesers, it's more like these, you know, so from what I remember anyway. So yeah. So calorie wise, so again, it's getting quite a bit dark outside today, so I'm having trouble with this. Let's have a look. In my eyesight's going all the way. Yeah, just quickly, briefly turn the light on. Why not? So yes, yeah, 186 calories, 10.4 grams of fat, 6.3 weight to saturates. So there you go. Yes, 186 calories. 10.4 grams of fat, 6.3 weight to saturates. I need to find my mini torch, I think I've got. Who knows where it's gone? Who knows? Could be anywhere. Right, so there we go. So, quite big flourishes on this. Let's see. So, it currently is about 14.5 centimetres, so probably lose about, I don't know, 3 centimetres something. Yeah, that's okay. Not too bad. Let's give it an open. There you go, so what I like to see already is full of lovely crunchy crispy bits, so you can see there. Look at that. Don't think any money's worth there. Or maybe. So you can see there, so it's like, see there's lots of bubbly shapes there, so not too bad. Yeah, it's okay. So you can see the main spheres here that represent roughly Malteser spheres, I guess, or half a sphere. And then there's like little bubbles in between as well. Yeah. Look a bit weird. I'm not sure it's the best looking chocolate bar, I don't think. I don't know, it does look a bit strange, but there you go. Anyway, that's what they've done. And then underneath, as I say, you can see all the crunchy bits. Let's give it a measure. So we said about 14.5, didn't we, or something like that. So yeah, it's about just over 11, about 11.7 now. So yeah, so I've lost a few centimetres there. Height-wise, it's about 1.2. And width-wise, again, it's wavy, so roughly it's widest to widest, about 3.7. So yeah, it looks quite that's centimetres. So it's quite nice looking bar, I think, reasonably. Let's say, other than all these weird, I don't know, they look a bit like gross, don't they? I'm not too sure. I'm not too keen on that, I have to say, but there we go. What can you do? So yeah, presentation-wise, probably not my ideal presentation, but let's give it a bit of a snap anyway, so you can see. There you go, and then if I just cut one down the middle, you can see it isn't in case you're under any illusion that it was a Malteser. I'm going to chocolate everywhere. I got too easy. Yeah, it's just basically that all the way through. So while it's shaped like a half a Malteser, it isn't one. So there we go. So yeah, it's kind of like a malted biscuit, I think. I don't think it really says, it just says it's Malteser flavour, doesn't it? It doesn't really Malteser pieces. It doesn't actually tell you. Yeah, let's see what it says. Yeah, here we go. Well, milk chocolate with honeycombed pieces. So it's honeycombed, but I'm sure it's like a sort of malt flavoured thing or something. So, anyway, let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's very nice. And basically around Easter time. About 3 or 4 years ago, they released like a Malteser bar. It was like a rabbit, like a chocolate-shaped rabbit, and it had like a creamy. What's it called? It's more creamy, I think. And then they released this afterwards, from what I remember, which is kind of like a halfway house between them both. And The Maltesers, I think they do different variants now. They probably call it, I don't know, Malt Christmas or something. But they for Christmas, and they do various different types, and basically they're really, really nice. And I think to cut a long story short, those have the edge over this. I think it's just that creamy centre is so much more wonderful and really nice. But this is a different alternative to the Maltesers, because the Maltesers are kind of like a sphere, like quite a big sphere. As I say, this is roughly half the size of one, so you can imagine they're quite big. It's half of one, so yeah, so you can imagine not too dissimilar to that size really, each Malteser. So yeah, basically imagine that, but it's just literally a chocolate covered crispy stuff like that. So it's literally mostly all just that, and it's perhaps a bit too much. That it's not too bad, but it's a lot of crunch. And this bar really gets the balance a lot better. I think it's just so much nicer to have this stuff, for me at least anyway, because I like sort of crunchy bits inside my chocolate. So I think the ratios here are really good, and it works really well for me. I think I really like it. Yeah, it's very nice. So you could see there was 5 segments. There's 186 calories per bar. So basically divide that by 5. So what's that? Well, divide by 10, it's 18.6. So 5, so what's that? 37.2. So basically per every 2 of these, per section is 37.2 calories, if my maths is correct, which hopefully it is. It probably isn't. Yeah, no, I think it is, yeah. 37.2, yeah, so quite a lot of calories there. So I've already had sort of, 74.4, so you can go through these quite quickly, but they're very nice. I do like it a lot, and I think yeah, I think it's really nice, and I think for me I prefer it than the regular Maltesers, just because it's more substantial, and I just prefer the ratios. I prefer having more chocolate, I think, to the crispy bit on the inside. But I do like Maltesers, and they're quite nice, and you can do mess about with them and things like that. But yeah, I do think I prefer these. But I think overall though, the Malteser bars, those little, or whatever, these little those sort of limited edition ones they tend to do around, I don't know, Christmas times or whatever, and they do various different ones. I think it's got like a sort of weird creamy centre, which is based on the same stuff, but rather than being crunchy, it's creamy. Or there is a crunch in there. I can't quite remember now, but I really do like those. So if you ever see them, just pick them up straight away. Especially if you like Maltesers, definitely. But for me, I think these are definitely a lovely alternative to the regular Maltesers, and I think for me probably better. I think I would always buy one of these over just regular Maltesers. So I think for me a 4 out of 5. I think I do like them. I would say that's the chocolate. It's not the best chocolate in the world. I think the chocolate itself is kind of a bit. I mean, it tastes a sort of malty honeycomb taste with this. You don't really taste the chocolate too much. The Nestle chocolate doesn't always stand out for me as being sort of the best chocolate out there. Yeah. But it's not unpleasant, it's nice. It's not really a creamy chocolate, not really. It's got a bit of a I don't know. It's just got a bit of a it doesn't really stand out too much of it, but it's got a sort of a slight creamy taste, but nothing too dramatic. Not really. I don't know. But it does work well with this with these sort of Malteser honeycomb pieces. Yeah, it is nice. And so it does start to get a bit sickly after perhaps almost finished the bar, which is about right. Yeah, I do like it. I do like it a lot. I said the chocolate. I think if it was a different company making it and with better chocolate, I think it could go up to a 5 out of 5. I think, but the chocolate kind of doesn't really stand out too much with this. It's more about the textures of the crunchy bit with and coated with chocolate really. So yeah, bit of a funny one, but if you've had Nestle chocolate, you'll know what I mean. It's kind of, I don't know, like Yorkie bars are made by Nestle, and they sort of work because it's such a, it's just a block of chocolate basically, a block of Nestle chocolate, and it doesn't taste great, but it's just so big and chunky that it actually sort of it carries it really. I don't know, it seems to work. It's like those little blocks of chocolate you get in Quality Street as well. the chocolate bite, I think it's called. You know, and again, it's not the best chocolate, but it's just such a big chunky bit of chocolate that it works, you know, and it's quite tough. So it's really sort of, you know, you really have to bite it, you know, yeah. So it seems to just have a knack of the chocolate just working with Nestle. I don't quite know how to manage it, but yeah, it doesn't seem to stand out. It sort of just does the job, you know, and yeah. I don't know, funny one really. But yeah, that's my experience anyway. But the white chocolate, on the other hand, is really nice. I think it seems to do very good white chocolate somehow. To the extent where the white chocolate crunch is better than the milk chocolate crunch, you know, where one of their chocolate bars, which is basically chocolate covered Rice Krispie pieces, not too dissimilar to this. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, digressing. But yes, 4 out of 5. I like it. I do like it a lot. I prefer it than the regular Maltesers. If you're a Maltesers fan, you'll definitely like this. Whether you prefer it or not, I'm not sure, but I actually do. I do prefer it. But overall, the Malteser bar, or whatever it's called, the limited edition ones, are doing a bunny shape or whatever. They're the ones to go for, definitely. When you see them, get them straight away. They're gorgeous. I think they're pretty much a 5 out of 5, or near enough for me, I would have said. I'm not sure if I've reviewed them, but I will do at some point. Yeah, but this one, 4 out of 5, definitely. Okay guys, thanks for watching, take care, subscribe to my videos, follow me on Twitter, like my videos too, and I'll see you next time. See you later everyone, bye.